All right, hey, famous birthdays, Lamarr Wilson here, and I'm going to be doing my Q&A. So here we go. If you could find out one thing about your future, what would it be? Well, I think I like to know how much time I have left to have the most impact. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but that's kind of what I would know. I want to know. I think a lot of people want to know that as well. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would you choose? All right, it'll have to be Chicago style deep dish pizza. but healthy, right? Like the good one. I could eat that every day. I shouldn't, but I could. What advice would you give to your past self? I would say that hardships are part of the learning process. So be patient with yourself. You're going to make mistakes. Don't give up on things. I think I gave up on certain things where if I hung in there, I think things would have been a lot better. So that's kind of what I would tell myself. So what advice would you have for someone who wants to be a social media creator? Well, I would say focus on storytelling, meaning telling your stories. So if your story or your journey is interesting enough, people will listen to it and you will be successful. And there's always an audience for someone's story. So, but the main thing is to focus on the you, who you are, and that person is interesting to some group of people out there. You just have to have them find you. What are your favorite movies of all time? Okay, so first is Tommy Boy with Chris Farley, by far. I watch it like twice a year ever since the 90s when it came out. Love it. And Liar Liar by Jim Carrey. One of the funniest movies in the world. It's so stupid, it's so silly, but it's so amazing too. I love comedies, so those two are my favorite. What would be the one superpower you would choose to have? Okay, check this out. An invisible, indestructible force field that's around the body, very close to the skin, but around the body. So somebody shoots you, bounces off, or falls down. Hopefully there's a bounce off and hit someone else. But in this bubble, you're able to go underwater. You can breathe underwater fine. You can take the pressure. You can go out to space. And basically, you are indestructible, but because you have this force field. Kind of like if you watch the Green Lantern, that's in the DC comics, kind of like that force field, but just not glowy. Oh, man. So what's your favorite video that you've ever posted? Okay, so I was the first person in the world outside of the marketing person at Xbox. Xbox is Major Nelson. He was on stage and showed off in hand the Xbox One X. This was in 2017. I had recorded a video of it like a week before. They said I was the only person in the world they let record that. So when he announced it, my video dropped on YouTube as well. So I was the only person in the world besides that announcement video to have it and to talk about it, and that video did so well. That was one of the greatest moments of my life. They actually came to my house and let me have the first Xbox One X. That was amazing. When was a time in your life that you felt you were at a crossroads, and how did you decide what to do? Oh boy. Okay, 2021. I had got to the point, I've been on YouTube since 2008, so I was very burned out, just tired of doing traditional YouTube. I was really just done. And so I was also enjoying making social media content on TikTok, Instagram Reels, so and so. So a decision came up where, do I want to continue doing traditional YouTube? And I knew I didn't, but what should I do? I have a channel with 1.8 million people at the time. What do I do with this? So YouTube had just came out with YouTube Reels, or Shorts, which is their name for it. And so I decided to stop doing the traditional YouTube, start doing the YouTube Shorts type of TikTok video. And it was scary because I'm giving up 12, 13 years of doing one way to try something else because I just didn't want to do it anymore. And you know what? It worked. It was successful. But it was a leap of faith. It took a giant leap of faith to do that. And I'm so happy right now. My mental health is a lot better, and everything is just working out for me much better in making that jump. It was scary though. Do you see social media as your long-term career path? If not, what could you see yourself doing? I do. I see it as a long-term thing. As long as I mentioned earlier, as long as I have a story to tell, as long as I have something to bring to the table, I don't see why not. Social media has people of all ages on there. So I could be an old grandpa, even though I look like one now. I could be an older grandpa and still have something to contribute So I love what I do. I don't want to do anything else right now. Obviously, if the landscape changes, I don't know what else would be. Whatever the next thing that is from this, I would like to be a part of it for sure. All right, if you could travel anywhere, where would you choose? So I love Greek mythology, like love it. So I would love to visit Greece, Athens, and just to see all of the ruins of ancient Greece and all those columns and everything. Like I really want to just go and kind of absorb all that history, because I'm just a history buff when it comes to that stuff. So that Greece excites me. I definitely want to go one day. If you had to describe yourself in 4 words, what would they be? Oh, I hate when you have to describe yourself, right? Okay. Fun, helpful, determined, friendly. I guess. Which of your accomplishments are you most proudest of? I have to say mentoring. I've worked with people who are young and old who want to do what I do, and I'll take a few people under my wing, and just being able to see them not only succeed, but in some instances surpass me is a beautiful thing. I'm not one of those people that you can't pass me or you can't be better than me. And I really believe the student should be greater than the teacher. So if I do my job the right way, they should and better surpass me. And so seeing people who are just living their best life because I've helped them, oh man, that means so much to me. That makes my life really fulfilled. So thanks, Famoius Birthdays, for having me. My name is Lamarr Wilson. You can find me at Lamarr Wilson all over social media. I am an internet social media personality, and I love doing what I do. Have a great one.